What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another exciting episode of
ForneverWorld!
In today's episode, we've got some stories to talk about. Now, for starters, we got a couple of updates for the Jujutsu Kaisen series. For starters, something regarding Season 2. Just little murmurings and little discussions that we're going to be getting into, alongside an update for the manga. So yeah, we've got the Jujutsu Kaisen on deck, mate. We also got an update on the Yu Yu Hakusho live action from, I want to say it was Netflix if I'm not mistaken. We got a little bit of info and insight on what's going on over there. Dr. Stone fans, have no fear, we got some Dr. Stone anime news. If you're a big fan of the Dr. Stone anime and you're like, yo, what's going on, what's the next moves, I got you covered on the scoop. Eva fans, I got a little bit of an interesting and kind of sad story regarding the creator of Evangelion. We're gonna jump into it because it's kind of morbid and yeah, just really sad and depressing. Huge news. If you remember back a few months now, Sony's acquisition of Crunchyroll. Shortly after them acquiring Funimation, they seemingly struck a deal to purchase Crunchyroll. That actually might not go into effect, and there's a bigger issue behind all of this, so we're gonna dive into it. Re:Zero, arguably one of the greatest anime I've ever seen. I absolutely love Re:Zero. Season 2 just wrapped up, and yeah, I got a little bit of insight for potentially the future of it, and oh boy, we're gonna talk about it because yeah, in case you don't follow me over on Twitter, I fangasm to the umpteenth degree when it comes to Re:Zero, and yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Major update for My Hero Academia Movie 3. We got a title, we got a little bit of images, we got some stuff to talk about for the future of My Hero. Black Clover, we got a ton of info for the 6-year anniversary, what they're planning on doing, info on the popularity poll. Yo, it's about to be lit, people. We're about to talk about it. Yeah. And apparently Horikoshi's date that he had with a certain other mangaka, we're gonna get into it as well. And yeah, people, those are the stories we have for today's episode. So without further ado, let's jump into another exciting episode of
ForneverWorld!
The only news source that provides anything and everything anime and manga related. And we don't bore you. We get into it. Let's do it.
No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done.
Okay, people, so let's start off in the Jujutsu Kaisen realm. For starters, MBS executive is quote-unquote mum on possible second Jujutsu Kaisen anime season. The TV broadcaster MBS held a remote session to unveil its updated programming schedule for the spring season on Wednesday. During the unveiling, MBS Chief Programming Director Hajime Yokata thanked the viewers for the popularity of the Jujutsu Kaisen television anime in the broadcaster's late-night super animeism programming block. Yes, Jujutsu Kaisen is one of those series they put in the late night, which is crazy, but yeah, as well as via streaming. The television anime of Gege Akutami's manga of the same name is ending this week. Regarding a hypothetical second anime season, Yokota said, even though the manga series is still ongoing, we have no concrete information at the moment. Which basically means that he can't say one way or another, but come on, fam. Let's stop the malarkey. Like, I'm sure the success has been outstanding, overwhelming. If you just look at the volume sales alone, if you look at everything, the hype, Jujutsu Kaisen is bread and butter, baby. Bread, butter, a bagel with cream cheese, all sorts of shit. It's the OJ, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo. So yeah, he could be mum all he wants, but yo, between the leakage of the movie website and everything, they're gonna do big things. He probably can't say right now because yeah, it's probably still early in pre-production right now, or they haven't gotten to producing it just yet, so why say anything, you know what I'm saying? Probably either with the next episode, the finale, they're gonna mention something, or yeah, we'll get it eventually. But yeah, him being mum about it, that's okay, fam. We know what's up. Jujutsu Kaisen, it's here to stay. And while we're on the topic of Jujutsu Kaisen, apparently Jujutsu Kaisen will be on break in issue number 18 of Weekly Shonen Jump, which is a major bummer because every freaking chapter of Jujutsu Kaisen has been hitting left and right. If you're not checking out my reviews on them, I suggest you go do so. I got a playlist on the cover page of my channel. Go check it out. I talk about Jujutsu Kaisen nearly every week, whether it be the anime or the manga. It is knocking. So a break right now, fam. Gege, you know what? Get your rest. You deserve it. You've been just slaying it. Anime, manga. Oh my god. Next up, let's move on. Let's talk about a little bit of Yu Yu Hakusho live action. Now, apparently, of course, in case you've been under a rock, they announced that a Yu Yu Hakusho live action series with Netflix was going to be in production. And we got a little bit of an update. It says Netflix contracts Toho Studio facilities in Tokyo for a live action Yu Yu Hakusho series. Toho Studios announced last Thursday that Netflix has signed a multi-year contract to lease 2 of its stage facilities in Tokyo starting on April 1st. Whoa, is this like an April Fool's joke? Are they setting it up? Netflix's first production will be the live action series based on Yoshihiro Togashi's Yu Yu Hakusho manga. Netflix is leasing 2 of Toho Studios' 10 sound stages, Stage 7 and Stage 10, in addition to 2 acting centers and a production center for its original programming. The live action Yu Yu Hakusho series will stream on Netflix simultaneously worldwide, which is awesome, but I'm very, very skeptical at the same time. Like, I honestly feel like Yu Yu Hakusho, if it was done correctly in the right hands, feels more like a Western title, just because like the way the characters act, especially Yusuke, it feels Western to a certain degree. The attitude, a lot of the elements, we love it over here, and I'm sure they love it over there in Japan too. So the fact that it's being done over there in Japan more than likely means that it's going to be like the Rurouni Kenshin live action, the Bleach live action, kind of just all with Japanese staff, and that'll be dope. You know, if they execute it properly and it's gonna release simultaneously everywhere, I'm gonna support it regardless. It's Yu Yu Hakusho. But if it's bad, I'm gonna slay it, okay? I'm gonna slay it because Yu Yu Hakusho, very, very special place in my heart. I mean, ForneverWorld, forever, for never. Hello? Well, we gotta wait and see, but either way, that means that they are pushing forth. Netflix is not playing. They're already renting out stages and everything. They are going to go, and I'll keep you guys updated on whatever info leaks regarding the future of the Yu Yu Hakusho live action, but as it stands right now, they're moving forward. Next up, Dr. Stone fans. Apparently, Dr. Stone's TV anime will have a 3rd season. Now, I'm quite a few episodes behind at this point on the latest season of Dr. Stone, but I mean, yeah, I've been hearing nothing but great things. I haven't heard anybody like really shitting on it. Although in the upcoming info, which again, I'm not caught up, so I don't know if the plot has moved forward to this particular point. There's like a trailer and some info that's been released as well. Let's read, because I got this info right here that just says, you know, TV anime will have a 3rd season, but it says Dr. Stone anime gets sequel. The staff for the anime of Boichi and Riichiro Inagaki's Dr. Stone manga announced at the end of the current TV anime on Thursday that a sequel has been greenlit. The announcement did not specify the medium or format of the sequel. Toho Animation posted the special promo video that announced the sequel. The video teases the Age of Exploration arc in which the characters travel across the sea towards an unknown world, and in the little teaser you see like them on a boat and something like that. Again, I'm not caught up. I don't know if that's where the plot is led or whatnot, but either way, I'm looking forward to seeing wherever it goes. Actually, probably after I finish getting this video out tonight. I got a lot to watch. I gotta watch The Promised and Dr. Stone. Okay, people, so this is a little bit more of a serious one. Apparently, the creator of Evangelion has been struggling, and I don't play with mental health by any means. Depression, anxiety, everything that you could think of is very, very serious. So when I hear this story, it's like, you know, I'm gonna read it with care. And yeah, let's jump into what exactly was said. I don't want to misquote anything, say anything. Let's just read what it says. NHK documentary captures Hideaki Anno's creative struggles on final Evangelion film. Anno spoke frankly about a time when he contemplated suicide after the creation of Neon Genesis Evangelion. If you are a loved one in the US and in need of help, please contact the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. There's a number there. Make sure I provide it. Anybody that's struggling, wanted to make sure I dropped that for you guys as well. NHK General broadcasts a documentary on Monday regarding the development of Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0 Thrice Upon a Time, the final Evangelion film. It follows director Hideaki Anno from the beginnings of the production in 2016 to its conclusion in late 2020. The common theme throughout the documentary was Anno's struggle to develop the script. During the early stages of production, he would often not appear at the studio. There were several occasions shown where he decided that the work he had done at the time was insufficient and would scrap it entirely. The D part of the script was eventually completed in early 2019. At the latest possible stage, it could have been done to meet the deadline. The documentary also tells of Anno's conflicted feelings about creating Evangelion. The Neon Genesis Evangelion 95 TV series was a story that Anno poured everything into. After the anime first became a social phenomenon, he encountered internet threads written by people debating on the best way to quote-unquote kill Anno. This made him lose his zeal for creating anime. When I saw that, I thought, Who cares about anything anymore? He said. I felt that I was done making anime. There were 2 danger incidents around this time in which Ano tried to commit suicide. One by jumping in front of a train, and another when he tried to jump off the roof of the studio. However, he decided against it on both occasions because he quote-unquote wanted to die in a way that didn't hurt. Ano took a break from creating animation in order to make live-action films. Eventually, he returned to make the Evangelion Rebuild films, which debut in 2007, 2009, and 2012 respectively. However, after spending 6 years working on the anime, he burned out and fell ill. During this time, his wife Moyoko Ano supported him until eventually he found it in him to go back to Kara and completes the final film. Over time, I stopped thinking, I'm done. There were times where I thought I was incapable of making it, but I stopped thinking that I didn't want to make it. He said, I have a duty to finish what I started, to myself, to my staff, and most importantly, to my audience. At the end of the documentary, Ano was asked what made him feel such a strong obligation, to which he replied, it's the only way I'm capable of doing the most amount of good for the largest amount of people. That was tough to read through. Honestly, that was tough to read through. Definitely my heart goes out to him. I know, and a lot of creators, believe it or not, like y'all think some of us like, yo, they live in the dream, you know. Aside from my own problems that a lot of you may know, that y'all have seen, you know, some things that I've suffered through in the last couple of years or so, we go through a lot of that too. Like, believe it or not, you know, like I pour my heart out into a lot of these videos. I pour my heart out. I spend hours, countless hours, and I'm not complaining. I'm just giving you guys a visualization in your mind so you can understand. Like, I put a lot of time, especially some of these videos where, you know, I'm talking about like an anime I'm really passionate about or a new manga. And when, you know, there's people criticizing you, like you make a small mistake or, you know, things like that. And people are saying, oh, this guy's a freaking idiot. He should die and things like that. Those things really mess with you. So yeah, I completely understand where he was coming from. My heart goes out to him, prayers out to him, his family. I'm glad he was able to get the job done, get Ava out of the way, and I hope he gets to move forward, and whatever he creates next, if he does decide to create any more, he doesn't have the same pressure as what he's had all these years with Evangelion. Glad that he finally put this behind him, to be honest with you. Blessing and a curse, it sounds like. Okay, people, moving on to something a little less tense because that was a really tough one to get through. Report: U.S. Justice Department extends antitrust review of Sony's proposed acquisition of Crunchyroll. Remember, again, Sony purchased Crunchyroll a few months back, which honestly I even said felt like a monopoly on the industry because aside from Netflix, which they're not primarily an anime service, they have anime on there, but they also do live action, movies, all sorts of stuff. Likewise with like Hulu, Amazon Prime, like these are platforms that have anime, but they're not primarily. The only other anime streaming service that I know of that is fully dedicated is Sentai Filmworks' High Dive. Aside from that, it's Crunchyroll, Funimation, and Sony has those two, along with Aniplex of America. So I always thought it was a little bit like, I don't know, you know, they got a monopoly, it feels like. But let's read. Technology website The Information reported on Wednesday that the U.S. Justice Department has extended its antitrust review of Sony's proposed $1.175 billion acquisition of Crunchyroll from AT&T. The Information notes that the review, which seeks to determine if the deal would give Sony dominance over anime streaming, could delay the sale by several months and could also potentially kill it. Justice Department attorneys are reviewing the deal to see if it would give Japanese animation studios fewer options to distribute shows in the US. The Information adds that the review could take 6 months or longer, and that if the department does not approve the merger, it could sue to block it. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they completely get this deal out the way, if they completely ruin this deal for, you know, the buy that AT&T was, you know, selling to Sony with Crunchyroll. I would not be surprised if it doesn't go through because it does feel that way. It does feel that way. It does feel like a monopoly. Not only does the Japanese companies have less, you know, their limited options at this particular point of who they could license the anime to, we are going to have less options, and I've spoke about this in the past before, so we'll see what happens. But don't be surprised if it doesn't go through and we're back to, in my opinion, a better space for consumers over here of anime. Okay, people, so Re:Zero Season 2 just wrapped up, and honestly, I gotta make a big video about it. I gotta talk about it in its own video at some given point because that anime was just immaculate, man. Words can express how much I love and adore and admire the near perfection that that series has and has done and showcased. Like, Re:Zero 2 is just, again, damn near perfect. Like, that's just how I feel. It's incredible. So getting this little piece of information, apparently it said Re:Zero's director tweeted this. It seemingly confirms, I don't want to say confirms, but seemingly, or at the very least hints at a season 3 potentially coming. Let's read. I'm very, very excited because, yeah, the way it ended season 2, I'm like, man, this is so, like, I'm gonna miss this so much. Don't tell me 4 more years. It says, thank you for your hard work in the second term of ReZero. It was the first time for Pokemon to get into the production role of the TV series like this, which I have no idea what that means. It's tough, but it was fun to work with Yoshikawa P, director Watanabe, and Mr. Sakai. This time it was good to be able to team up with Mr. Daigion and Ozakazu with ReZero. I'm looking forward to the third term as a viewer. ReZero. Which, again, it could be that he's just wishful thinking. Like, hopefully we do get a ReZero Season 3. I'm hoping that it's more than that, and I'm hoping it's not 4 years from now, because it was, I don't want to say grueling wait, because I kind of put it in the back burner for the most part, but Season 2 was immaculate. Season 1 was incredible. Like, just ReZero as a whole, as a series, is just phenomenal. So, yeah, hopefully this means something good for the franchise, and we won't have to wait too long, because, man, I need that ReZero Season 3 yesterday, baby. Let's go. Okay, people, we got a little bit of an update for My Hero Academia's upcoming third film. We got a visual, and it says, My Hero Academia third movie. My Hero Academia the movie, World Heroes Mission. Release date August 6th, 2021 in Japan, of course. And on the visual, we have an image of Deku, Todoroki, and Bakugo, and I don't know what the hell, are they jumping out of like a plane or something? And they got those slick black suits. I also see Hawks back there as well. And the fact that they're, oh, and even Endeavor, okay, yeah, they're jumping out of a helicopter. And the fact that they're calling it World Heroes Mission, I don't know. I don't want to get too into what's going on in the manga right now, but fam, I don't know. I'm just really hyped. This visual looks great. The name of the movie is very interesting, World Heroes Mission. Yeah, this is going to be interesting to see. I'm really looking forward to this, and I can't stress enough, like, yo, this visual looks sick as hell, and I can't wait for this film. I can't wait for more details as well, but I'm imagining as the manga story progresses, we'll get more info that'll fill things in, because right now I'm just kind of like, yo, what's going on here? It kind of sounds like something to do with what's been talked about in the manga, with even having Endeavor and Hawks there. Like, yeah, again, no spoilers, fam, but this looks awesome. Also, for the My Hero Academia film, it will be supervised by Kohei Horikoshi as well. I'm not surprised. I think, again, it's going to feel very canonical to the manga. Although I still can't forget that, yo, didn't, like, Kohei Horikoshi said the last one was going to be the last one, Heroes Rising, so, yeah. Okay, fam, a ton of Black Clover news. We're at the 6th anniversary, and in case you missed it, go check it out. I recently uploaded a video talking about the big announcement that we're supposed to be getting is the fact that Black Clover will be getting an anime film, but according to this, it says Black Clover's 6th anniversary plans. First of all, we're getting a poster drawn by Yuki Tabata and Yoshihara Tatsuya. We're getting a 6th anniversary website, a smartphone case lottery for 66 people, a 5th character popularity poll, a Jump Plus and ZBRAC app free chapters, a drawing video from Tabata and Jump's channel, and this is where I'm really excited, Black Clover's 5th character popularity poll will start on March 29th and end on May 31st. Participants will be able to cast their votes online and once per day, so I'm imagining we're going to be able to participate, which, fam, I don't know, is it going to be a vote for Yami? Is it going to be a vote for Noct? Is it going to be for Asta? I gotta give the boys some credit. Like, who am I going to vote for? Noel? You know, I don't even know, fam. I'm probably just gonna resort to Yami, to be honest with you. Yami, Noct, I like both, but yeah, Yami. I don't know. Either way, this is really hyped, because it seems as though we're going to be included moving forward with all of the character popularity polls. Instead of them just keeping it exclusive to what's going on in Japan, they're allowing us to participate in. Yes, baby. Yes, I want to vote. I can't freaking wait. I think this is the first one where we can actually participate in this shit. So once they drop the link, I will drop the link to you guys so we can get our vote on and make Yami or Noct or whoever the heck y'all want to win. And also I wanted to throw in there that the latest cover of Jump is of Asta. Insane looking. Like, it looks so freaking cool that I am personally, when this is available for purchase, I'm ordering a copy or two of this magazine because it looks so freaking hype. And lastly, I'm not 100% confirmed on this one, but I'm almost certain that this is legit. Apparently, in the latest author comments from My Hero Academia's creator Kohei Horikoshi, he said this: I finished watching Evangelion, he's referring to the latest film that's in theaters, with Akutami. I almost couldn't finish it alone. The power of two is amazing. Akutami-san, in case you don't know who Akutami-san is the creator of Jujutsu Kaisen, Gege Akutami. Yo, that's crazy. But you know, there's still the rumors out there that Gege Akutami is a female. Imagine, yo, Horikoshi going out on a date with Akutami-san. Like, yo, Oh god, Horikoshi x Akutami, let's go. The pairing is gonna be real. Kind of reminds me of the times where like you would hear that Kishimoto is going to the movies with Tite Kubo, or Oda and Kishimoto. Like, this is nuts. But yeah, people, those are the stories we have today. I'm curious what you guys think. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, I mean, again, it's gonna happen. There's no way it's not gonna happen. It being on break in the upcoming issue number 18. Yu Yu Hakusho live action Netflix update. Again, we'll wait and see if we're gonna throw stones at it or not. Dr. Stone Season 3, I expected that, and that's really, really dope. Very, very sad stuff with the Evangelion creator and how he, contemplated suicide and stuff. Not a joke at all. If you are feeling those feelings, again, please go and seek some help. There's numbers there again for you. The botching potentially of Sony's plans of purchasing Crunchyroll based on, this article. This could be crazy. This could set things back into a different motion, and who knows how the anime industry will go if Sony's plans of completing this purchase of Crunchyroll don't go through and they end up getting sabotaged. ReZero Season 3, please let it happen, and not in 4 years. This was so freaking good. My Hero World mission announcement, your thoughts on that? Are you excited? What do you think of the visual? What do you think is going to be the story? Like, I have an idea now at this point of what they're going to do. Black Clover's 6-year anniversary plan. Who are you voting for in the popularity poll? Please let it be Yami or Noct or Asta, somebody. And Horikoshi and Gege Akutami seemingly going out on a date to see Evangelion. Love to see it. And your thoughts on any of the stories we covered in today's episode. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit that bell to get all notifications. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links are in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule. Anime and manga for life. Bye. Have an awesome day. Peace in. And you guys just watched another episode of
Forever.
Have an awesome day.
So just go to find me.